Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
That gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. That's going to go a long way. Rodri. Caicedo. And he shoots!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedri. Balde. And here's Yamal. And it's Balde. Pedri. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Cucurella. João Pedro. And here's Modric. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski is fouled.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's anyone's ball now. Great position here. And it's De Jong. That's an excellent interception. was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And here's Lewandowski, caresses it through. Rafinha, now it's Rafinha. De Jong, real chance! Can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rafinha. Rafinha, played over towards the opposite flank. Balde. Colwell. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Ball is over the line. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha. Oh, nice touch. And here's Rafinha. And the finish! Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski has a goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
James. Pedro Neto. Aim forwards. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rafinha. Koundé. De Jong. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. In with the challenge. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And it's Caicedo. So who's he picking out? And that's a throw. Nice physical challenge. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Cleared away. Yamal. Balde. Yamal. Rafinha. De Jong. Rafinha. De Jong. Pedri. Balde. Yamal. Yamal stood his ground strongly. That's good play. And he's heaved it away. Balde. Oh, that's neat. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro. Modric. Cucurella. Modric. Oh, that's a nice ball. Balde getting this one clear. Oh, it's come loose. Takes the shot.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Yamal. Balde. Kubasi. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
James. Now it's Pedro Neto. It's gone for a throw-in. It's Caicedo. Ball's played through. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. What a throw in. Modric. And he'll shoot here!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Araujo. Pedri. Yamal. Balde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that.
Modric. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. Modric. Pedro Neto. Yamal. Kubasi. De Jong. Rafinha. Balde. Yamal. Balde. Very nicely done. And it's Balde. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Balde has it in a wide position. Climbs up big! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Barcelona, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cucurella. Mudryk. Caicedo. James. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Martin. Rafinha. And he goes cross-field. Yamal. Balde. De Jong. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Yamal. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. James. Chalobah gently done. Colwell. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. Barcelona just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
Pedri. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that's nice. De Jong. Balde. Yamal. And it's Balde. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. On the volley! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Colwell. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Caicedo. Chalobah. Cucurella. Mudryk. Now this could be a chance.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pedro Neto. That's a throw. James. Fofana. And it's played forward. João Pedro. That has found him in acres of space. Looking for a decent ball in. Now it's João Pedro. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mudryk. Pedro Neto. Now, where's he looking? Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, great chance! Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking here to chip it through. Cucurella puts the ball in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Rafinha. And it's Balde. Balde. And here's Yamal. A chance to play it in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Araujo, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Caicedo. João Pedro. De Jong. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Balde forwards and with intent. Chalobah gets rid without sophistication. James. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Yamal. Oh, sweet feet. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mudryk. Cucurella. And here's Mudryk. Mudryk. He's gone for goal!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Balde. And it's De Jong. Nice interception, well timed. Colwill. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Balde. Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. James gets it away.
Barcelona really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Balde clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Rafinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Caicedo. De Jong wins the duel this time. Rafinha. Martin. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rafinha. Balde. Pedri looks to the other side. Caicedo. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. good take. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. Kubasi clears it away. And here's Mudryk. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo, probing pass. De Jong. Rafinha. Rafinha chooses to go cross-field. Balde. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pedri plays it short. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pedri goes short. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Martin. He's got to be in here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out for a throw. De Jong. Pedro. Oh, good spread. Cucurella. Cucurella charging forward down that flank. Caicedo. He's had a shot! De Jong. Rafinha. Yamal. Balde. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Mudryk. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto played into space. De Jong. Koundé gently done. De Jong. Played towards the other side. Yamal. And it's De Jong. Ah, such a clever touch. Time to deliver. Fofana. Caicedo. Pedro Neto chasing after it. Martin. Pedri. Yamal. Balde. And here's Lewandowski. Chance! They've played it short. Yamal. And here's Rafinha. He's in, surely! Chance for a shot! Yamal. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Out to the right. Played back in. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella. Tries a deft little ball. Modric. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Balde. Pedri. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Balde. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Pedri. And claimed it back swiftly. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Cucurella gets good distance on it. Pedri. De Jong. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Balde has created one goal already. It's a good run down the right, played into the middle. Chalobah with the clearance. De Jong. Pedri. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. Chalobah gets it clear. Yamal. Yamal chooses to go cross-field. Martin. Pedri. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Lovely feet. There are a few waiting for it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. And here's Mudryk. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Balde. Pedri. De Jong. Knocks it out wide. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Cucurella. Mudryk. James. Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Koundé. De Jong. Rafinha, head over towards the opposite flank. Yamal. And it's De Jong. Yamal. Bullish header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Caicedo. João Pedro. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal looks to the other side. And it's Pedri. He's in it, and the shot! Can he deliver? Mudryk shifted upfield. That's an imaginative pass. Pedro Neto, delicate ball, and it needs to be. De Jong. Almost half an hour in now. De Jong. Balde. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Now Yamal! It's a loose ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Martin. And here's Rafinha. Martin's cross. James. James chips it through. That has been knocked clear. In by James. Brilliantly cut out. Lewandowski. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Modric. Caicedo. Cucurella. Modric. Modric is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Rafinha. And he goes cross-field. Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha. Proves too strong. Cucurella. Fofana. It's a lovely, neat pass. Aim forwards. James. Great run on the overlap here. James crosses. Al-Kubasi clears it all. Goes for the shot! Pedro Neto. James. Clearly not happy with that. And it's played forward. Pedri. Rafinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. Caicedo. Cucurella. Modric. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. Chalobah cuts it out. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. De Jong. Yamal. De Jong. And it's Martin. Deftly away. Pedri. Valde. And here's Yamal. Now it's Pedro. Rodrigue. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. And that was very necessary. Colwill shifted upfield. Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Martin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
James. Pedro Neto. De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Martin. Rafinha chooses to go cross-field. Yamal. Balde. Yamal. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Modric. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fofana. Fofana. Oh, good-looking ball. James drives forward on the overlap. Al-Kubasi gets it away. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pedro. Played out to the right. James. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Lewandowski. Martin. Rafinha. De Jong. Rafinha. Koundé, aim forwards. Kubasi. Pedri. Martin. Rafinha. And it's Martin. Pedri. Yamal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
Pedri with the short one. And here's Pedri, looking for a decent ball in. Real chance here. He's in a great position here. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Koundé. Rafinha. And it's Martin. Succumbs to the pressure. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mudryk. They get a throw in. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, another save. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's De Jong. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nice looking ball. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Can he finish? More pressure on the opposition goal.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
James. Pedro Neto. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Mudryk's cross. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt they'll get too many more chances. Kubasi getting this one clear. And it's Caicedo. Nice control. A chance to play it in. Rafinha. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, he's caught in or out. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That's good defending, very good defending. James. And it's played forward. Mudryk given the lift of his goal. Fofana. Mudryk, now he's off and running. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella looking to get on the end of this. Can let off. De Jong, Rafinha, De Jong, Balde, Koundé, Martin, Rafinha, Martin, Rafinha, Pedri, Yamal, Pedri, Kubasi, Rafinha, Martin, Rafinha, Pedri. That's a cute ball. James, gently done. Now then, the ball's come loose. Modric. Caicedo. Modric. Cucurella. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal. And it's Balde. Modric. Cucurella. Till the break. Chalobah. That's a throw. Kubasi. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. We're not going to make any further progress now. Colwell. Cucurella. Modric. Caicedo. João Pedro. That's really well manoeuvred. Modric applies the finish, and that's off target.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
De Jong. Modric. towards the flank. Cross in, looks like a good one. Tries to get it clear. And a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And it's been taken short. He is just caressing the ball. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. The party overly willing to compromise. And there's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Cucurella. Throw it. Balde. Chalobah did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Fofana. Caicedo. James. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto on a strong run down the right. Showing good feet. Well played. Important challenge that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Colwell. James. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Barcelona, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Kubasi attempts a clearance. João Pedro. Araujo shifted upfield. Pedri. De Jong. Yamal, playing towards the other side. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Yamal. Balde. Balde tries a cross. Pedro Neto. Here's Neto, and it's Caicedo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, it's a great ball here. Rafinha. Balde. Yamal. And it goes cross-field. Rafinha. Martin. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. James does really well to win the ball there. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Correa, Mudryk. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Rafinha. Pedri. All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Valde puts a cross in. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. De Jong, 4 added minutes on the board. Rafinha looks to the other side. Balde. And it's De Jong. Rafinha, and he's gone backward here. That's very neat. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal, Pedri, and here's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
James. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Rafinha. De Jong. Mudryk. Yamal wins the duel this time. Martin. Pedri, Yamal, and it's Balde. Oh, good spread. Goes for a shot! Another big chance that gets away. Mudryk. Caicedo. João Pedro. Pedri gets it away. And it's Lewandowski. João Pedro. Kubasi. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Correa. Mudryk. Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha. Pedri. Valde. João Pedro. Caicedo. Colwill. Pedro Neto. That'll be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a... Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Pedri. Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mudryk. Pedro Neto. Colwill. Caicedo. Colwill. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Rafinha. Kubasi. Pedri. Balde. Martin. Rafinha. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Nice control. So who's he picking out? Chalobah. Colwill. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. And it's Balde. Balde played over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He'll try to keep this alive. Balde tries a cross. Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Yamal. Balde. Oh, that's nice. De Jong. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Lewandowski played out to the left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. And the shot! He's got away with one there. Fofana. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Kubasi getting this one clear. That's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Yamal, aim forwards.
Balde. Martin. Rafinha. That's good play. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski has a goal!
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fofana. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, that... Rafinha! Oh, that is very close.
And that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
James. Chalobah. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Araujo. Balde. De Jong. Rafinha. Balde. Yamal. Yamal looking to run onto it. Now it's Yamal. And it's hoisted clear. Pedri. De Jong. And he thumps it clear. And it's James. Great defending, strong and determined. Rafinha. Picks it up out wide. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Koundé forwards and with intent. Martin. Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Played towards the other side. James. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Martin. Rafinha chooses to go cross-field. De Jong. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. João Pedro. Cucurella. Fofana. Chalobah. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Balde. Yamal.
Oh, sweet feet.
De Jong. Martin. De Jong. Chance to deliver. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. James, gently done. Pedro Neto. James. That's tidy. Caicedo. Lewandowski. Driving on and making good progress. No, he can't get past him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedro Neto. Colwill. Fofana. De Jong. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Rafinha wins the duel this time. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal tries to think it through. Tries to get it clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
João Pedro. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Araujo with the clearance. Lovely feet. And it's Cucurella. Pedri. Balde. De Jong. Rafinha. Martin. Looks to the other side. And that is out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Balde. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. A finish of true class. They have done it. They have their equaliser. Oh, that is a bit special. So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Modric. Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Modric. And it's Cucurella. He is just caressing the ball. Time to deliver. He's cut it out. Rafinha shifted upfield. João Pedro tries a measured ball. Martin.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Rafinha, and he goes cross-field. And it's Pedri. Rafinha. De Jong. Martin. And here's Rafinha. Swings it across. Cucurella. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Caicedo. James. It's a throw-in. Now it's João Pedro. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. Out to the right. And it's James. And here's Neto. And that's played in low. Firmly met. James. Caicedo. And here's Neto. Plenty waiting in the middle. In by James. Martin. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cucurella. That'll be a throw-in. Martin. And it's Martin. Martin. Pedri. Lewandowski tries a shot! Oh, just wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Caicedo. James. Cucurella. Caicedo. James. James. Crossed into the middle. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Lewandowski. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Mudryk. And it's Cucurella. Cleared without complication. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafinha. Martin. Pedri. Rafinha. Pedri. Martin. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Rafinha. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. And it's Cucurella. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's João Pedro. And he has been fouled there.
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And he's going to Rex. Right from the top draw, they have come roaring back. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Mudryk. Fofana. Chalobah chooses to go cross-field. Caicedo. Almost an hour gone. James. James. And here's Neto. De Jong. Rafinha. Martin. De Jong. Played towards the other side. Balde. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Fofana. Colwill. Caicedo. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Rafinha goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Colwill. Caicedo. James. Cucurella. Mudryk. It's a good foot in there. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Pedri. Balde. Yamal. Played over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. And it's Martin. Rafinha. Well read, and the danger is averted. João Pedro. Mudryk. Fofana. Pedri. Pedro Neto. James. Cross goes in there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chooses to go back. Decent chance! Araujo gets it away. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha puts a cross in. Martin. Pedri. De Jong. Caicedo does well to get it back. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. A chance to play it in. Time to deliver. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Oh, red, nice interception. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And it's James. James. Now here's the delivery. Good chance here. He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Goes to finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he did it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
De Jong. Rafinha looks to the other side. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. The ball is loose and the chase is on. João Pedro. Chalobah. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Shoots!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Koundé, aim forwards. Through. Cucurella. Succumbs to the pressure. Yamal. Rafinha. Pedri. Koundé. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. De Jong. Yamal. Lewandowski opts to play it back. Mudryk. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. And it's James. James. Al-Kubasi getting this one clear. And reclaimed. Big chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Balde. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Proves too strong. Lewandowski. Pedri. Araujo. Rafinha. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri. Balde. De Jong. Pedri. Played through for the wide man. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And here's Lewandowski. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's James. And here's Neto. Caicedo. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! And that has been clubbed away. Yamal forwards and with intent. Goes for goal!
Lewandowski, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Chalobah. He's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. And here's Neto. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
James with the short one. And it's played forward. Lewandowski powering forward here. Lewandowski, this is promising. Pedro Neto. Rafinha wins the duel this time. Rafinha. Can he latch on to this? Lewandowski. Chalobah with a fine tackle. James. Colwell. Fofana. Fofana shifted upfield. Cucurella. João Pedro. Nice physical challenge. De Jong. Rafinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. James. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. And it's Lewandowski. De Jong. Lewandowski. And here's Yamal. Shapes to shoot! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Lewandowski quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Cucurella. Searching passes played there. Can he deliver? Modric. Chance for a shot! Balde. Koundé, gently done. De Jong. Martin. Pedri. Yamal. Balde. Oh, nice touch. Pedri. That's a delicate pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Colwell can get it clear. Rafinha. Pedro Neto. Lobbed in behind, played into space out wide. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Colwell. Pedro Neto. James. And here's Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo played out towards the right wing. Aimed in towards the centre. It's run loose here.